Hey, good people, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? This is Coach Cookie, your life and relationship coach. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode of Rising Higher. Now, today we're just going to chit chat about life, relationships, and I'm going to give you some snippets for success to not only help you to survive, but to help you thrive. Now, in today's video, I want to focus on why the narcissists hurt people. But before we do that, let's talk about last week's episode when I provided all my mothers with a special word of encouragement. Now, the high points from that episode was to let my mothers know that motherhood is a ministry, and the most important thing to remember is to put your priorities in order and start communicating those things to your children and to your spouse that are really important to you, that you value. In other words, what is your story that you want to leave to your children? Think about what mother you want to be and show up the best that you can as that person. If this is something that you need to learn a little bit more about, check out the entire episode. It's titled The Ministry of Motherhood. Now, today on Cookie's Commentary, I have a special word that I want to give out to my ladies. And this is something that I've been dealing with a lot in a lot of my coaching sessions. So I wanted to bring it up today in Cookie's Commentaries. Ladies, I want you to be careful about how you present yourself to a man. I know that as women, we have good intentions, but there are some things that you don't want to do when you meet a man that you want to be serious with. Remember, as a result, you won't be able to recover from it if you start off in the wrong way. And believe it or not, you'll lose a good man. A lot of time when you meet a really good quality man that is husband material, we get fearful and we start working hard to impress that man. And believe it or not, this forfeits all of your power. And when you do that, the man loses all respect for you and is not interested in pursuing a serious long-term relationship with you. They may like you, but they'll only keep you around just to have a good time to kick it with and have sex with. On the other hand, remember, when you meet that one man that you have the desire to spend the rest of your life with, you need to stand firm on your values and your morals. You don't have any? You need to go find some. Become that virtuous woman. This woman has the confidence, the self-esteem, the self-control, the honesty, the generosity, the courage, the integrity, and yes, the femininity. And she will let the man know based on her actions. Then she would turn around and tell him, yes, I'm that woman. And no, I'm not going to chase you or run behind you. Remember, this turns a man on, okay? And remember, the man is going to pursue the woman. When a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing, Proverbs 18:22. So this virtuous woman is going to follow, and it's going to follow basically what the word of God is saying, and she's going to allow the man to pursue her. This really turns a man on, and as a result, the man respects you and seeks to have a serious, committed, long-term relationship with you. Remember, women, your presentation that you bring to a man is going to determine what he's going to want from you, how he's going to treat you, and if he's going to be serious with you or not. Okay, now that I got you thoroughly confused and you need a little bit more information, or you need a little better understanding on this topic, why don't you just hit me up at heycoachcookie@gmail.com and let's talk about it. Okay, now today on Keeping It Real, I have a question from Mark. And Mark adds, he says, "Hey Coach Cookie, I have no choice but to stay in a relationship with a narcissist. What can I do to keep the narcissist from being so angry with me and make this relationship work?" Okay, believe it or not, but this is a very common question, and I get asked this question a lot. Let me start off by saying that my heart really goes out to all of my listeners who have no choice but to stay in a toxic relationship with a narcissist for whatever reason, because it's not all a healthy choice, and most people do whatever they can to get out. However, there are some people who have children, financial problems. It may be your culture, or it may be religious beliefs. I get it. So there are people who are out there who don't have a choice and are forced to stay in a relationship with a narcissist. First off, I want you to know I understand, and it's not my place to judge you or your decision for whatever reason it may be. Okay, so if you're out there and if you still need my help and you have to stay in a relationship, I want you to feel free to contact me if you need coaching. Okay, now to answer the question, let me tell you a few things that will help you with your relationship with a narcissist. When you have a conversation with a narcissist, the less you say, the better. But when you do talk, it can't be anything meaningful. Watch your tone of voice and show no emotions. Basically, you're going to be really dry, boring, and act like you're not interested in anything that they have to say. Now, this is really difficult in the beginning, and it takes a lot of practice because we're human and we have emotions and we make mistakes. But trust me, when you get this down, this is going to solve a lot of problems that you're having with your narcissist. Now, if something is said that makes them angry, remember you stay calm, cool, and collected, and just look at them while they're showing, while they're talking, but show no emotions and don't engage in the drama. Just let them do all the talking. When they're done talking, just walk away or say something like, "Oh, okay." Remember, if you let them get you upset, they have won, and you just fed the monster by giving them supply. Another thing that is really good is to get into some type of community activities or events that you would get excited about. Make new friends with individuals that will, cultivate an empathy and understanding and start spending more time with those friends. Doing some things out of your on your own will not resolve the problems, but it's going to make it better when you're dealing with at home with a narcissist to become more resilient with what you have to deal with. To all my listeners out there, if you have experience with dealing with anything like this, you're the professionals. And I would love to hear your stories on how you handled a narcissist that you had to stay with. Okay, so today on my main topic, why narcissists hurt people. Let's get right into the topic. Now, I did have an episode titled The Characteristics of Toxic People. And in this episode, I compared the male narcissist with the spirit of Lucifer, and I compared the female narcissist with the spirit of Jezebel. Basically, I focus on the fact that the narcissist has no empathy and have no understanding of any type of pain. So they're not able to express their emotions such as compassion, regret, or remorse. They know when you're having a problem, but they don't know how to react to that problem because they can't relate to it. Since they lack empathy for your feelings, they make the relationship all about them. Their behavior surfaces in every area of their lives, from friendships to family to love relationships. They aren't able to self reflect because they don't think there's anything wrong with them. So they are extremely resistant to any change. Basically, their tendency is to turn the blame on others and tell them that they are the ones with the problem. Now, the sad part is that when the narcissist is created, it's too late. Medication can't help them, therapy can't help them, nothing can help them. They are what they are, and what they are is really nobody at all. They are shells walking around life seeking fulfillment, and the only way they can get that is a need to be using and abusing other people. They like to go to whatever lengths they have to in order to get what they want. They see people as either stumbling blocks in their way or stepping stones to use. That's it. That's all. The narcissist will discredit you, lie about you, ruin your life, physically hurt you, or even kill you in order to get you out of the way if he or she wants something bad enough. Jails and prisons are full of narcissists. The only thing they care about is what they can use somebody for, and they will be whoever or whatever they have to be in order to get that. They don't have no real feelings about anyone but themselves. The narcissist has this vicious super ego that attacks him all the time and tells him horrible things about himself, like you're worthless, no one likes you, You're the scum of the earth. You're a terrible person. And there is nothing good about you. So when they find a partner, the narcissist takes all of the things that they're hearing from this super ego and puts that off on his or her partner in order to make themselves feel better. This is the only way they know to make themselves feel better, and this is why they will never stop doing it. This is what they do to hurt people, and this is why they hurt people. No one will be able to make them see or understand that this is a defense mechanism. So they truly believe that their partners and others around them are really terrible people. So as a result, the narcissist is dangerous, conscienceless, selfish, sadistic, and evil person who literally desires to destroy others because they are jealous and believe that others have things that they were purposely and spitefully denied. For example, material things, love, or popularity. A lot of people think of them as not really being a human at all and think of them as a human like android. Believe it or not, most people who have gone through narcissistic abuse have a strong feeling of this alien aspect of the narcissist, and people can see that something is off and it's not right. This is one of the main reasons why it's difficult for the narcissist to find someone or stay in a relationship. People start sensing that the narcissist is a fraud and not a real human being, but it's difficult to articulate what it is that they don't like about the narcissist because they have so many people fooled, and they usually seem to be the picture of friendliness and sincerity. Now, for an activity today, I want to give everyone the information regarding the stories of Jezebel and Lucifer, so you can read the entire story for yourself and come up with your own conclusion. The full story pertaining to Lucifer is in Ezekiel 28:11 through 19. And the full story about Jezebel is in 1 Kings chapter 16, starting with verse 30 and going to chapter 21. Read the stories and share with me some of your thoughts or questions you may have on this topic. To all my listeners, please be safe and cautious when dealing with this demonic spirit. Now, if this sounds like something that you may be dealing with in a relationship, on your job, or with a family member and you don't know how to handle it, let's talk about it. Contact me at heycoachcookie@gmail.com and let's see if you could benefit from coaching. I would love to hear your thoughts on this topic and share your experiences. Remember, it would help others who may be going through this, and I'm sure they would love to hear from you as well. Also, I want to be able to bring content that meets your needs, that's going to be able to help you. So if you have any questions that you would like for me to answer, or if you have a topic that you would like for me to do an episode on, please hit me up and let me know. To my podcast listeners, if you love what you hear, please review on your favorite platform and don't forget to share with others. To my YouTube listeners, don't forget to leave a comment, like, subscribe, and share. This is Coach Cookie reminding you, love yourself first as we rise higher together. Everyone be blessed, and I'll talk to you soon.